Hello and welcome all of my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls to today's Pick a Card reading. So today we are going to be looking at what are you integrating currently. My intention for this is that this finds people who are going through a period of Akashic integration. So you are either working on a new soul lesson, starting that new journey, or you are completing it, wrapping it up, on the verge of completing, right? Our Akashic records, for those who might not be familiar, are the library of everything our soul has ever done. And so when we are integrating from our Akashic records, we are usually starting a new chapter or we are closing up a pretty big cycle. And so this is meant to look a little bit deeper at what you are, what you're working on, what you're wrapping up, what you're beginning. So you'll know kind of how this resonates in your life. If you've just wrapped up a lot of things, this is your new journey. If you guys want to know more about kind of like signs and symbols that you're going through Akashic integration, please let me know in the comments. I will be making a video about that, I think, pretty soon, but I kind of want to tailor it to community interests. And I want to thank you guys for commenting on more recent videos with content suggestions. I am taking those to heart and planning out those videos. I want to do them justice, but I love hearing from you guys, so please keep doing that. I love that. So yeah, anyway, I've babbled at you enough. As usual, we have 3 groups to choose from today. We have group 1 with the Serpentine and the Sun and Moon Tarot. I dropped it, my bad. We have group 2 with the Clear Quartz and the Numerology guidance cards. And we have group 3 with the Orange Calcite. I always call this the Happy Boy, so I almost call it the Happy Calcite. And the, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So pause the video if need be, meditate, contemplate on the options in front of you. When you have selected one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below. And with that, I'm going to get started with group 1. Hello, group 1. So you guys chose the Serpentine. Immediately what I'm getting, this is a stone that's great for mystics, healers, shamans. A lot of you guys are getting an upgrade. A lot of you guys are getting some type of new wisdom, new skill set, access to new kind of abilities or new communities to use your skills upon, I guess, to give your wisdom to, right? New groups of people to kind of help out or be exposed to, who need to hear what you have to say, who need to, be in touch with your energy, all that good stuff. So that's kind of immediately what I'm getting. This feels more like a new chapter for most of you, but we'll see how this resonates. So I do want to pull a past life card to start us out. Oh, you guys, sorry, I thought I had a bug crawling on me and I was about to have a squealing panic attack. At the bottom is phobias. That's so funny that I was just talking about that bug crawling on me. I was about to have a panic attack. Okay. So this is interesting because if you heard the intro, which it's okay if you skipped, if you heard the intro, I mentioned that there are a lot of different signs that people are going through some type of Akashic integration. And when we go through Akashic integration, right, we are getting access to our soul's libraries, which means we might be getting access to different lifetimes we have lived, right? The wisdom we have, the skill sets, but also random fears and phobias coming out of nowhere can be a sign that that is happening. So some of you guys might be experiencing new fears, new worries, new concerns, as well as new positive things like your gifts and skills expanding. That would be a sign for you that you are in fact, going through this Akashic integration. Oh, it's this one. Okay, that was easy. Physical activity. Some of you might be moving. Some of you might start to notice different things coming up in your body, just because that same spot that I thought a bug was crawling on has been feeling really weird and itchy since your reading started. Some of you might be moving locations. Some of you might be channeling your spiritual energy through a new physical outlet. So this could be yoga. You could be doing energy healing. Some of you are going to take up ecstatic dance. That's something I'm getting. But I do see that. So, sorry, I was reaching for my other deck. So I want to look at what animal spirit is going to be guiding you at this time, and then we'll get into your tarot. We do have the tiger at the bottom, and it was upside down. So there's a sense here where your sense of power, what power really means, what power really is, that is going to be changing. For some of you, it could be year of the tiger in the Chinese zodiac. Tigers may have been significant for you leading up to this point. You might find that you resonate with that energy less. So let's see what you have to start us out. Wow, yeah, you have vows. That's incredibly spiritual energy. Synchronicity. You guys, okay, so you guys are my spiritual pile today. Obviously, we don't know what else is going to come out yet, but we'll see. And the deer. Okay. So what I'm getting here, first of all, I'm really drawn into the deer spirit. I'm just taking a sip of my tea. Hang on. Oh my God, you guys, it's so good. It's a strawberry hibiscus tea. It's amazing. I wish you guys could experience it with me someday. Here we go. I'm not great with aesthetics, so I'm working on it. I'm like, I think that looks pretty straight, I think. 555 on the timers, I'm saying, is big changes, right? A lot of you guys, you're very sensitive with the deer. We have a lot of green and blue, so that would be heart and throat chakra respectively. And the nexus of those two energy centers for me is being able to speak in a very loving way, being able to speak your heart-centered truth in a very calm, serene, placid way. I almost said fearful, so that may have been something that you guys were struggling with before. That might be something that you guys do naturally, and you've developed a fear around that. Because while the deer is loving, right, and gentle, it's also very skittish. Many of you have this very naturally gentle nature. We have earth energy, by the way, so you might have a lot of earth in your chart. This naturally gentle kind of energy and nature, right? And this might be something that it's just the way you are, right? It's just how you naturally exist in the world. You're very spiritual with synchronicity and vows. We'll get to that in a moment. But a lot of you guys have started to develop fear or timidity around this gentle nature because maybe you have been taken advantage of a lot. Something has happened that feels like it has, I don't want to say destroyed your innocence, but shaken your faith very, very heavily. That, wow, this is getting deep here. Okay, hang on, I'm trying to channel for you. Shaken your faith very heavily that doing the right thing makes a difference ultimately. And I feel a lot of you guys are keeping the faith, but it is hard. There is fearfulness now. Some of you may have kind of had this thing going on before where you trusted spirit, but not other people. And some of you guys are now starting to doubt in spirit, or you're kind of almost doubting spirit, but starting to trust some of the people in your life a little more. It feels like there's a reordering again of power. We had that with the tiger at the bottom, right? Excuse my burp. This is a timeless reading, but at the time I'm filming, Saturn is transiting Pisces. And Pisces in the 12th house can speak a lot about power structures, right? Our relationship to a higher power, to hierarchical power structures in our lives, as well as to our personal power. So some of you, Saturn always pushes us to take responsibility for something. And so some of you, Saturn transiting Pisces could be taking a responsibility for, the relationship or the balance between your higher power and your personal power, as well as those who may or may not have power over you, and you're in the thick of that journey right now. So you might be integrating lessons about that. It feels like you have a promise to spirit, right? You have a vow to spirit. So again, a lot of you guys, even though your faith is shaken, you're not giving up yet, but a lot of you guys feel like you're in this kind of murky place of not really knowing how to hold an equal value and measure your deep relationship with spirit and the trials and tribulations you are facing. Because it feels like many of you have come to the table with this gentle, unconditional, loving energy, and something has happened either multiple times in your life or something major recently happened that caused you to start to question and doubt if that is the right way to live, if that is fair to you, if that is worthwhile or a good use of your skills. Wow. So let's pull tarot to clarify vows. We have the 7 of Pentacles with failure. Okay. Oh, wow. We have the 7 of Wands reversed with valor, the 4 of Cups reversed with luxury. So I'm gonna put more in a moment. We have the Moon reversed at the bottom, Cancer, Pisces energy. Thank you guys for being patient. I really struggle with shuffling on camera, so I'm like trying to get better about it. I keep my cards close to my body like a little T-Rex. So clarifying vows, right? This is your promise to spirit. What you're integrating right now is, I feel like, we have the word failure. This card upright usually indicates that something's not an imminent failure. It just needs more time. See how she's got the ripple here, and she's even drawing more of the ripples over here? I feel like a lot of you guys are at this place of assessment when it comes to your spiritual journey, right? Something feels like you have failed or it has failed you. Again, many of you might feel like spirit even failed you. And there's a sense with valor and Seven of Wands reverse of wondering if there's any valor in continuing on the way that things have been going, right? It's kind of like, I want to keep going. I believe there's something more, but I have no idea what to do. Some of you with luxury, you've really struggled with your material stability throughout this life. For some of you, this is your physical stability as well, like maybe your health. There's a sense here of wanting something with this luxury energy, right? Really wanting something. And whatever you have received has been an empty promise, have been empty cups. It hasn't been what you've needed. And so there's a sense here of wanting to keep going for the hope of finding that thing, but not trusting the process anymore, not trusting spirit. So I kind of get a better feel for like what you're integrating. 10 of Pentacles, okay, with wealth, interesting. In reverse. So in terms of what you're integrating when it comes to this vows energy, a lot of you guys, you might be wrapping up a vow of poverty that you have taken in a past life, particularly if your Chiron placement is in an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or if you have Chiron in the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house, particularly 2nd and 10th house. A lot of you guys, it feels like when it comes to this, spiritual life that you have promised, that's kind of like this bond that you have with spirit. You have been in a cycle with the 10 of Pentacles reversed of fighting through a lot of unhealthy generational patterns. And something you need to know is that you've reached a pinnacle point on that, and things will shift and change. A lot of you guys are receiving synchronicity that things are changing, but you have experienced so much heartbreak and loss that you're having trouble trusting it, right? And so what you're integrating at this time is that part of your journey here is to undo some very significant generational cycles, right? Something, or past life karma, hugely significant, something that's been fundamental to the way your family has lived for many generations, or how you have lived as a soul for multiple lifetimes. And so things have felt hard because they've been hard. And so a lot of you guys, this integration is the final kind of work through and release of this energy. What is synchronicity about? 4 of Swords with healing and truce. Okay. Yeah, exactly. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. And then the Ace of Wands reversed. And you see, it's interesting. I almost commented. She's got a candle. Whenever I see candles in Tarot and Oracle, it makes me think of the wand suit. So again, it's almost like the Ace of Wands, the inspiration. And the Queen of Swords at the bottom. I can see that you have had to learn to keep your guard up, your boundaries very strong. And so it feels like with synchronicity, right, and these being the clarifiers, you've received a lot of synchronicities that you're on the right track. This is part of the journey, and it feels like it has just led you through difficulty. I see that with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. It's just been cycle after cycle of, we have a monkey, so somebody could also be the year of the monkey in the Chinese zodiac. But cycle after cycle of just like BS, to be honest. And you're kind of like, all right, spirit, truce. It kind of feels like, I've done all this and I've tried to maintain, my poise, my composure. I've tried to kind of keep on my spiritual path, but I'm ready to clock out here. So like, this is my limit. And a lot of you guys are almost worried that it's never going to end, right? I do see that. You guys are getting a lot of synchronicities that you're on the right path, that there is an end to the cycle, right? We have an ending and a beginning. And it feels like you're between these two parts, right? Where the worst is over, the difficult cycles are ending, but the new beginning that you can get passionate about, you feel inspired by, has yet to begin, right? And so you're integrating this new understanding of what you want for your journey moving forward. Sorry, I had a call come in, sorry. So I want to clarify the Deer. Wow, yeah, the Two of Cups. A lot of you guys just want a kindred spirit partnership to go through this experience with. Some of you guys have lost a very significant relationship and it really gutted you. The Chariot in reverse, Cancer's energy showing up. For some of you, this was a relationship with a mother, or you want to be a mother or want to have children, and it just has not happened yet. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're still in it. I see that, right? We have the Three of Swords at the bottom with sorrow. Whatever this is, right, you know, you have this gentle, loving, compassionate nature with the deer, and all you're saying is, I just want somebody to return that. I just want even one person in the world that can match my freak. No, match my energy, who can understand the things about life that I have been through, understand what I understand, who's a spiritual companion. And it feels like it has fallen apart over and over and over again. Some of you have never had a place that really felt like home. Some of you have never, sorry, I have a notification. Some of you have never experienced that kind of unconditional love and nurturing return to you. So you're hanging in there with the Nine of Wands and believing, but it's been hard. So it feels like I want to kind of see what is being integrated most specifically then. Again, I feel like there's a new way of doing things, a new cycle, a new community to bring your wisdom to. This new community may also bring you like more support. Yep, the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Swords, wow. And it's this one. The Ten of Wands reversed, this is beautiful. And the Lovers reversed. It feels like you've been on a journey to learn how to choose what's aligned with your heart and soul, and to learn to figure out what that is, right? For you guys, that journey, it feels like, has been a lot about knowing that you can have what you want, knowing what you deserve, knowing your worth. You are integrating a wonderful sense of self and self-protection. If you have taken a vow of poverty in another life and it is spilled over into this life, it is ending. Some of you took, it's almost a vow of emotional poverty, and that was sort of the promise coming into this lifetime. This is ending, right? What you're integrating is a release of the responsibility of other people's, I'm hearing emotions, other people's opinions of you, other people's, it's like you'll help them, but you're not going to set yourself on fire to keep them warm anymore. And I do see that. And that's your new cycle here, right? You are still here to help, to guide, to be a shaman, a mystic, to be, you know, a wisdom keeper for others, but you're not doing it at the expense of self anymore. And so some of you, you know, this integration with that phobia energy is that you're developing, you're learning how to balance a healthy skepticism with that naturally, unconditionally loving heart. And that might feel a lot like phobia and fear right now because it needs to balance out and equilibrate. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys right now. I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to book a personal with me, you can book through my website. The link to do so is down below. It has been such an honor and a joy having you here, and I'm really grateful we got to spend the time together today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Okay, bye. Hi, group 2. Okay, so you guys chose, no, wait, I'm sorry. I picked up the wrong stone. You guys chose the clear quartz. Sorry about that. The clear quartz and the numerology guidance cards. Okay, so this, I feel like you guys are right at the close of a cycle. So like group 1 was very much about starting a new cycle. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea really quickly. Oh, that's good stuff. It's a strawberry hibiscus tea, and it's like my favorite. Oh my God, it's delicious, you guys. Okay, I'm fine. It feels like you guys are wrapping up a big cycle, right? You're coming to a close. And so it feels like what you're integrating is the final like knowledge, wisdom, experiences. It's like that kind of final bit of soul wisdom to carry you through the end of a cycle. A lot of you guys still feel actually pretty energized and charged up and ready to tackle something. The clear quartz can be about protection, but it can also be about channeling your energy and providing a lot of clarity. So it feels like that's kind of what you're working on right now. And I'm into it. I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm actually going to start with this one. I was like, this is your signifier deck, but I didn't know if that was the right, oh, it is this one? Okay, cool. I didn't know if that was the right place to start. At the bottom, we have music in reverse. Some of you guys are musicians and you have given up on your music career. That was very clear. Some of you guys, the music card just kind of to me means whatever is or is not in harmony. And so some of you guys noticed that there were things that were not harmonious in your life and you're kind of like, yeah, F it, let's get rid of that. And I do feel that energy, right? You're welcoming this next wave of the journey, even if it brings a sense of dissonance. So I want to start by looking at this card. Okay, moderation. Boom. This is 14. This reminds me of the Temperance card in the tarot. And this is a very similar energy. With the red and the green, this could be a balance between root and heart chakra. It feels like many of you you've been kind of working through finding a balance between what makes you happy versus what brings you a sense of security. And learning how to create more security in your life based off of like what is actually good for you, what makes you happy versus what's comfortable. So some of you guys have been letting go of old habits. For some of you guys, this is drinking. This can just be going excessively in any direction though. So let's get some more insight. What are you integrating? Oh, I'm not going to take that yet, but I want to acknowledge karmic relationship fell out and it flipped itself over. So some of you guys, this is where you're letting go of a karmic relationship and you're like, yeah, good riddance. This is what I was going to take. Farm. Some of you guys need to stop playing so much Stardew. No, I'm just kidding. That's me. That's me. I need to do that. And we have Asia at the bottom. So some of you guys might have Asian heritage. Some of you might have a past life that has to do with an Asian culture. Some of you guys, you know, with farm, first of all, we have horses. So somebody here could be year of the horse in the Chinese zodiac. Some of you guys are learning a more peaceful way of doing things, right? Maybe a slower way of life, a slower pace. You're finding balance. See how we have the fences way off in the background here? Well, maybe you don't see that. Do you see it now? Right there. Sorry, I need to get my nails done. I'm giving them time to grow out a little bit. Some of you guys are finding a balance between boundaries, like creating boundaries for yourself, structure for yourself, and having your freedom. And so there's a sense of like enough to be happy, but enough to also create security. All right, I'm gonna stop fussing with it. My Virgo placements are showing. Oh, it's this one. Okay, and shark. A lot of you guys are getting out of survival mode, quite simply. We have the otter at the bottom, so there's a sense here of finding more play. I feel like there's a significant karmic relationship that you had to let go of. I'm getting one of two major scenarios. Either this was somebody who you tried and tried and tried, and it's making me think of the Annie Hall quote about like, you know, like sharks just keep swimming and they die, and they're like, what we have on our hands here is a dead shark. And talking about the end of his relationship with Annie. So some of you guys just kind of realize like you're trying and trying and trying with somebody and it's not going anywhere, right? You were treading water. It was survival mode at best in this situation. It wasn't actually making you happy, right? It was a sense of security, but not fulfillment. And so some of you guys, you're getting out of that survival mode and leaving that behind. Others, there's a sense there could be a karmic relationship. This could be even a family member where you watch this person be in survival mode in some form or fashion. You see how the bottom of the card is really dark? It's like their darkness, their shadow was eating them alive. So like, let's say you have somebody who in your family was a workaholic and like literally they like had a heart attack early, or they like, you know, they're just like, they lost, I don't know. I'm seeing like this image of somebody who's like such a workaholic that their spouse like leaves them or something like that. They don't know how to find balance. And so it's like by watching the damage it did, or even maybe the damage it did in your relationship with them, it kind of has inspired you to seek greater moderation. Some of you, this could have been like a physical health thing, right? So like, let's say, you know, I kind of want to issue like a little mini, I know it's the last moment, mini trigger warning here, but if you had like a family member who struggled with like, you know, alcohol or substance use disorders, this could be where maybe watching how it affected them inspires you to want to get a handle on your own habits, something like that. There's a sense here where I feel like you guys are, something has happened not too long ago that is motivating you to want to find more balance, more peace, more harmony, more health, whatever that might look like to you. So let's get into it. So what are you integrating with moderation? I feel like you guys are integrating new wisdom, right? Because you've put the willingness out there to spirit of like, I want to do this. I want to learn. Strength. Yeah, there's the, you know, there's the desire to do this. The Emperor reversed. Woo! This could have been, again, either like a partner or a father figure in particular, a masculine energy. We have Leo and Aries showing up. And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, very, very strong energy. There could have been an age difference here if this is a relationship. This could have been somebody that you have a child with or you were going to have a child with. Seven of Swords reversed at the bottom with futility. Okay, so that karmic relationship that you had, this showed you something really, really important, right? About something that was out of alignment in your life. And I feel like what you're integrating is this deep, like I said, wisdom and understanding that like whatever they were doing or whatever, it either was like this was their energy or being around them put you in this energy. Out of control, out of touch with your power as well as your gentleness with that lamb. Out of touch with the wolf here, with your individuality, your ability to kind of lead and make choices in your own life. And so what this is integrating is this, the Page of Pentacles in particular is an apprentice, right? You're learning in a very hands-on way. You're being shown something. Some of you guys, you're getting new, like you're working with a life coach. You're working with a mentor. If you guys are looking for one, I actually am also a certified life and spiritual coach, as well as a health coach. So feel free to check out my site if you're interested in coaching. Anyway, I'm trying to be better about letting people know, oh yeah, I do a bunch of different random things. So if I can help, you let me know. But you're working with somebody like a mentor, or you're like, you're reading books, you're learning new kind of skills, maybe therapies, techniques. Some of you might be seeing a therapist, but you're learning here in a very hands-on way. So what you're integrating is this new energy, this, this drive, this desire to find a new way of doing things, right? With the butterfly here to transform. I do see that very clearly. You're also integrating with strength the better kind of qualities of the heart and soul that you're going to need for this new venture up ahead, right? You're at this culmination point where what you have kind of witnessed is coming to a close and a new cycle is starting, right? It kind of all in one. I'm having trouble talking all of a sudden. So this could be hard for you to fully put into words. You could be getting a lot of downloads and insights at this time. You could be sipping your tea like me. I do see that. Some of you, again, this is a little bit difficult, so I'm so sorry, but the subject matter, but some of you have lost a masculine energy in your life that was very important, and the way you lost them, or possibly information you found out about them after their passing, has inspired you want to make changes, right? So again, maybe somebody really struggled with like their health, or they had a vice or something like that, and it really maybe it wasn't their full undoing, but it definitely didn't help. There's something here where an event has sparked you wanting to do something different. So let's look at farm. Some of you may have lived on a farm in a past life, by the way. We have the Page of Cups reversed. I feel like this is wanting to return to a simpler time. Yeah, the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. And I want to take this one as well. The Queen of Cups reversed. Whenever I see the King or Queen of one suit, the Page of the same suit, that's a parent-child relationship to me. And the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of you guys have not been happy for a long time. I'm going to say that outright here. It's been a long time. Some of you guys, this might be the person who passed, regardless of gender identity or expression, might be a mother or mother figure with the Queen of Cups. They could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have a lot of full moons showing up. Again, we also have Leo and Aries. But this is something where I feel like a lot of you guys have not been happy for a long time. You could have had a lot of wounds when it came to your again, relationship with a mother, how you mother yourself, your self-nurturing, right? You've been in survival mode for a long time. And it feels like the desire to change your habits is also going to be inspiring you to need to address the underlying emotions that those habits were meant to soothe or correct or, cover up or something akin to that. So a lot of you guys, what you're integrating is this deep awareness of where in your life you're unhappy. This makes me think a little bit of, for those of you who may or may not know, because I'm pretty public about this, but still, I'm coming up on 2 years. I quit drinking alcohol 2 years ago just because I wanted to develop a better relationship with it. If you guys want to know more about my sobriety journey, feel free to let me know. I will never stop talking about it, so let me know. But one of the things I was really surprised by, I did it for my health and to kind of just sort of, get a handle on my physical health and finances. And it really forced me to look at all the areas in my life that I was not happy or I could be happier. And I was sort of just using alcohol or social situations where there would be alcohol as kind of a replacement, a filler, a placeholder, a crutch, something like that. And so going sober, I knew it was going to help me in the areas that I was targeting, but I was surprised by how abundantly positive it ended up being in the end, because there were just a lot of things you don't realize until you're confronted with it. And so it feels like you guys, whatever this might be for you, you guys are about to find out a lot about what makes you truly happy and what doesn't. I also feel a lot of healing coming on as well. So be prepared for that. You are integrating you are integrating new energy. You are integrating, again, the wisdom. It's on its way to you, right? So those opportunities, I feel like, have already started to open themselves up to you and will only continue. And this is to get you out of survival mode. We got a lot of water and earth energy here. So what is this shark about? What is this shark? Yeah, exactly. The 9 of Cups reversed with happiness. What the hell were we just talking about? The 4 of Pentacles with power. Okay. And the Knight of Cups, a lot of water energy. Dolphins are very significant. They've showed up on multiple cards here. We've got a lamb, a wolf, and dolphins. And the High Priestess reversed at the bottom. Pisces energy very strongly as well. So again, a lot of you guys, you've been in survival mode with the shark, and this has been all about holding on to stability, holding on to a comfort zone, something that makes you feel powerful, something that makes you feel like you have power over it. And it's kind of like the way that you were handling it, it's like, no, I've got this, right? No, I can burn the candle at both ends. I can balance these two things, right? It was like an identity of power, the way that you had set up your life. And there's this recognition, right? What you're integrating is this true recognition of, that doesn't actually make me happy, right? Because the thing with the 4 of Pentacles, he's got the walls up here, so nothing gets to him, right? Nothing bad gets to him, but nothing good gets to him too. There's a stasis, and it becomes stagnation after a while. Some of you, again, are trying to get more materially or physically stable, and this is kind of pointing out areas of your life where maybe you have unhealthy habits or crutches that are not actually serving your happiness. A lot of full moons, so there's many releases that are going to be going on as a function of this process. So, if I had to sum it up, what you're integrating, like I said, new wisdom, new opportunities. You will be experiencing a period of profound healing, awareness, insight. You're going to be expanding a lot. I am all of a sudden getting a lot of pressure behind my right eye. The eyes and the sinuses are connected to the 3rd eye chakra. So a lot of you are going to be getting wisdom and insight about what steps to take next to lead you on your journey. But this is what I'm seeing for you at this time. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for being here. As always, it is delightful to spend my time with you. If you guys are looking for a personal reading to lend some extra, context, guidance, assistance, you can book with me through my website, which is linked down below. It's been an honor and a joy to spend time with you today. Thank you so much. Take care, my friends. Bye. Hi, group 3. So you guys chose the orange calcite, the happy boy, and the wild unknown pocket animal spirit guide. Just taking a sip of my tea because I love it. So I'm just kind of tuning into the energy here. I feel like what you guys are integrating are spiritual or psychic skill sets. I'm seeing you could have creativity skill sets that are being integrated from a past life. I feel like a lot of you guys have been working on opening yourselves up and being more receptive to inspiration, what the universe has to offer. Some of you guys have been working on your happiness game. That's nice. That's nice. You've been working on, I feel like, freeing up your creativity, right? Not being so restricted. Taking down the limitations that you have created for yourself about what creation looks like, I guess, right? So a lot of you guys may have been working on your divine feminine energy, and because you've been doing work on this, you are now open to integrating these new skill sets, these new, new parts of your journey. You're open to growth in that way. So let's see what you get. I have a hard time shuffling on camera, so thank you for bearing with me. You got the earthworm. Okay. And the rabbit is at the bottom. Both earth energies. We've had a lot of earth energy come out today in the cards. So let's see. This is the past life deck. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, karmic relationship. Interesting. Alrighty. It's at the bottom. Farm. Okay. Those two cards made their appearance in group 2. So if you are also drawn to group 2, that might be playing a role. They have themes about happiness come out in there, so it could be where maybe, you know, that energy is something you resonated with a few months ago, and this is now in a different place. And so we have, whoa, creativity, bam. All right. I didn't used to shuffle on camera because I just thought people wouldn't want to see it. But I've been trying to do that more, and it's kind of cool because then I can include you guys in the magic. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like something I want to kind of touch on is that I feel like, you know, the earthworm is not something that most people would be like, oh, hell yeah, I love that. But look at how, you know, encased within it is like all these beautiful colors of the rainbow. Some of you guys are learning to turn to yourself for your creativity. There is an authenticity that you need to integrate with your creativity. And so some of you guys may have been doing a lot of work on self-acceptance, right? Doing a lot of work to understand yourself better. What is that? Oh, whoa, there are 3 crows right outside my window that never hang out there. That's insane. Okay, so crows might be particularly look up if the meaning of 3 crows being spotted, because I don't remember what 3 crows are off the top of my head. Anyway, that's neat. So some of you guys, like I said, you've been kind of like looking to other people to shape your creativity. You've been working on your self-acceptance journey. You've been working on your divine feminine energy, being more receptive, being more open to what spirit has to offer. A lot of you guys are also learning that your creativity doesn't need to serve anyone but yourself, right? It can be something that makes you happy, and that's more than enough. And that's actually the magic thing. So especially if you've been creatively blocked, if you are a creative and you're like, I don't really know what to do with this, I don't know what to make that people will respond to. A lot of you guys are learning how to kind of be in this more receptive energy when it comes to your creativity. And this is going to unblock a lot for you. A lot of you are learning to take action on creative projects only when you feel inspired, or when you're feeling like enlightened, when you're feeling in a very positive place with all the yellow here. There's a lot more confidence in your creativity. So again, I feel a lot of you guys, this is where it's so interesting because like I feel like, you know, I feel like group 1 was sort of at the end of a cycle. Group 2 was very much at the, you know, kind of like this beginning and ending at the same time. And I feel like you guys are smack dab in the middle of a cycle. And so what you're kind of integrating, you know, again, I feel like you've been doing a lot of self-acceptance work, right? Which we can't, you know, when we think about it, right, we can't receive that divine feminine energy of creativity. We can't create if we are blocked, and if we don't like aspects of ourselves, or we're not looking at aspects of self, we're not accepting those, we are creating blockage, right? So anything we want to create from us, right, we can't fully create if we can't accept ourselves, right? That would be like wanting to paint something but not being able to look at the paintbrushes, or not allowing ourselves to like touch the paintbrushes at all. Like that would be really hard. It's hard to really make much, right? So a lot of you guys are, you know, you've been doing self-acceptance work, and this is opening things up for you. A lot of you guys are actually, you're receiving inspiration right now. You're in this kind of like holding period. You're in like an incubation period. So that is something that's going to be changing for you. Now with this karmic relationship, I do feel like this is referring to somebody who's going to come into your life soon, who's going to really ignite or spark this. This could be somebody that's a creative partner. I'm just itching my leg, pardon me. This could be somebody that you are, you know, we'll look into it, that you have some type of romantic relationship with just because they seem like they're being intimate. This could be somebody who is giving you like some kundalini energy, if you get my drift. But this is somebody who is going to be, I feel like, either inspiring you or working directly with you. This is somebody who's going to be giving you a leg up on your creativity journey. So let's clarify earthworm to start. Yep, the 3 of Pentacles with works. This is partnering with spirit, having a co-creative spirit, a co-creative partnership with spirit. So it's you, somebody else in spirit, or you, another entity in spirit. 5 of Wands reversed with strife. Okay. And the Chariot reversed, Cancer's energy showing up. A lot of you guys have learned to let go of, yeah, the 10 of Cups reversed. Learn to let go of what other people think you should do. Learn to let go of other people's timing or definition of happiness. There was worry, there was fear, there was competition. There's a sense of, I'm not doing it like everybody else. I'm not at this place with my work, so I must not be doing a good job. There's a feeling of failure you've released. And for some, this sense of failure and pressure was from your own family. And there's a sense of like, you know what, I'm going to do what I need to do. It's like a lot of you guys are a lot more comfortable with your partnership with spirit. You're like, I know what I'm here to do. I'm working on my thing. It doesn't matter if nobody else sees it as art. It doesn't matter if nobody else sees the value. I know I'm making something good. Again, that self-acceptance comes into play. There's also, some of you have been going through a self-acceptance with accepting that you have a divine purpose of something that you're meant to create. And it's like, okay, we're doing that. What is this card? I'm being drawn to look at it. Yeah, the devil, Capricorn energy here. Some of you come from like workaholic family backgrounds, and like that's the inspiration, or like maybe you were in corporate for a while and now you're kind of changing to a different career field entirely. This is very much in alignment with the Saturn transit through Pisces we're experiencing. So this started March of 2023. It will go until February 2026. And this is a timeless reading. So, you know, whenever this finds you. But this may be a period of time where you're being pushed to kind of align to your higher spiritual self and your creativity. So what is this karmic relationship? Okay, the 9 of Cups reversed. The 2 of Pentacles with a change. Interesting. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, we have the High Priestess reversed at the bottom. This is a very revealing relationship, right? Pisces showing up again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some, this is a relationship that you already had. This could even be a relationship you are currently in, but there is change. What I'm picking up on from this is that for some, this was a relationship where on paper, it looked perfect. On paper, it should have been everything that you wanted, but you weren't actually happy. And so a lot of you guys made a change. You switched priorities. Or you're in the process of doing that. And the Queen of Swords, you cut something that's not working for you. See how she's got the mask right here? You took the mask off, and in doing so, changes were made, either because you cut something or you put down some boundaries. You know, you said, like, for some of you, like I said, you switched careers and you had a relationship in your life where it's changed the dynamic between the two of you. For others, like I said, this person is coming in to help you create this change. You have taken the mask off, and so you're getting ready to make changes in your life. And this person's coming in to help you facilitate those more smoothly, more clearly. The 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Hermit. Yeah, a lot of you guys have chosen to cut someone out. Somebody who you invested a lot with, and it's just not making you happy. It's like you really wanted to be happy with it, but it's just not there. It's not the direction you want to go in. And so a lot of you guys are choosing to go it alone instead. And just let this person go. Ace of Swords reversed, because it's like, oh, I didn't realize there's a card still on the bottom. Yep, Judgment reversed. It's like you heard the calling from spirit and you can't ignore it anymore. Some of you guys, this is unfolding right now, and it's kind of like, I have to do something about it. This one's getting my attention. Yep, King of Pentacles. Some of you are changing what your idea of true stability is, and you're like, this ain't it, dog. And for some, you know, you've been making these changes, and you do have somebody coming in to help support you, right? Where you let go of a Knight of Pentacles, you actually may have a replacement of a King of Pentacles energy coming in to help support you. But this feels like somebody that you either let go of, or you're in the process of, I was going to say relieving. So you are integrating that. It's like, again, the more you integrate your authentic self, the more pieces of your life don't fit anymore. And it feels like this is one of them. Or this is a person that is coming in to help you continue, right? The Hermit's journey is a very solitary one, but help kind of inspire you and help you continue on that path. Doesn't mean you're completely alone, you know? So let's clarify creativity. The 7 of Swords reversed with futility. You guys have realized that something you want to make, it's not a futile endeavor. The 7 of Wands in reverse with valor. Okay, I'm seeing where this is going. And the 9 of Pentacles with gain. This feels like something you want to pursue, possibly like for a career. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. And it feels like you have a lot of criticism, especially from family, right? It's kind of a sense of, I feel like it's not a futile endeavor to, you know, start my own business, to invest in my art. But there's a sense here with the word being valor on the 7 of Wands reverse saying, is this, you know, an unethical thing, a dishonorable thing, an irresponsible thing, right? Is this the wrong path? And it feels like these are judgments from friends and family, excuse me, that have kind of been creating this mindset or these questions. With the 9 of Pentacles, some of you are also wondering if you can make something financially stable or viable by pursuing this path. A lot of you guys, though, with the sunflowers, whatever this is, it makes you so happy. And all the yellow here, so happy. It's like you can't ignore that. So a lot of you guys are formulating a way to move forward on this path. Yep, Judgment in reverse, because it's not just about your happiness, it's also about your calling. You have this sort of inspiration for a reason. Page of Pentacles, a lot of you guys are starting this new venture or taking the next step. This card. And Strength, Leo energy. A lot of you guys are having the strength to go it alone with the Wolf here. A lot of you guys are taking the next step with the Page of Pentacles. You're doing it, right? Maybe you were ignoring it in the past because there was fear of making change. That's not the problem anymore. A lot of you guys are willing to kind of be on your own, doing your own thing. You're making what you believe in just for you and knowing that something good will come of it because this is the calling from Spirit. Yeah, the Emperor reverse. It's like you're letting go of like false authority figures in your life as well. I just want to pull you kind of a couple overarching cards. Yeah, Page of Cups reversed and the Nine of Wands with Strength. We have Strength coming up twice. A lot of you guys, this goes back to inner child healing and feeling like you're good enough, feeling like what you have to say, your expression, what's on your mind and in your heart is good enough to be able to like materialize or voice or share with people. And so you're really overcoming, this is the final push with the Nine of Wands here, you're overcoming a lot of fears and barriers to that self-acceptance that are going to allow you to create. Yep, and at the bottom is the Two of Cups. This is also going to allow greater opportunities for love to blossom in your life, not just romantically, right? This is anything where you pour your heart into it and it fills you, like it fills your cup the same way. So what you're integrating is inspiration, creativity, wisdom about what to release from your life, a sense of motivation, devotion, and strength to the path you're on. And I do feel for many of you, you do have some type of important, very positive karmic relationship where somebody is coming in to offer you support, offer you wisdom, and help you along your path. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope this has been helpful. If you would like to book a personal, the link to do so is down below. You can book through my website. It has been an honor and a joy getting to spend time with you today, as always. And I hope I get to talk to you again real soon. Take care, my friends.